Hi guys, good morning to everyone. I am Dr. T. Radhashri, Assistant Professor in Commerce. The next we are seeing in the functional accounting is a sinking fund method in depreciation. Did we see about sinking fund method? When a sinking fund method, the asset and the price. For an example, we can say the asset of the building, the land, it is going to be increasing in the future cases. At the same time, we can say the cash price of the money we can able to increasing by the investing of securities of searching in the government bonds. The fixed amount or called as a sinking fund installment is set as a every year of the depreciations. At the end of the asset useful life, the total of the installment plus interest is equal to the cost of the replacing the asset. In that way, only the investment earned by the interest for the every year. The next we have seen about the year formula what can be used for the sinking fund method. In a sinking fund installment method, we have seen about the cost of the asset. It can be divided by the sinking fund table factors. That is the A plus 2 or by N. It is the square of the we can be able by divided by the R by N. They using the value of one formulas it is used for the standarding sinking fund tables. But in sense of the table is not provided and all sums belonging to the right calculations. It can be given as a direct calculation of the method which can be able to find out the formulating of the cost of the asset which can be able to convert it into the sinking fund table factors. In that way, the next is the depreciation of sinking fund. How we can able to the depreciation should be calculated in the sinking fund. It can be say for an example, the cost of the asset is of 1 lakh, the useful lifetime of is 5 years. The total cost value of the machine is 1 lakh. The machine can be run for the 5 years. For that rate, the what is the interest rate can be taken by the 5 percentage. So in the sinking fund table, it can be shown there 0.180975. It is the annual calculations. We can be calculated into there the cost of the price of the machine into the sinking fund table factors. We can get the total price. What is the depreciation is going to be handled in the sinking fund. The next we have seen about the how it can be increasing, decreasing by year by year. We can see in the chart how the year by year it has been increasing. In the percentage, we can able to give an what the price of the product we are giving is the interest in the price value should be increasing by year. It can be decreasing by the year by year. The installment method we can taken as a 80,000. The interest is calculated for the 50,000. It can be taken as a 900 for the interest. So the total cost is can be closing fund is the 80,900. In the year by year it has been differed. The percentage has been increasing. So we are getting an increasing process at the year end. Every year end we can show the what is the total of the sinking fund method it can be increases. In that way, the next is the sinking fund methods. The investment realization at the end, we can get a closing profit of their goods. It can be supported of the investment, the loss of sales. The profit or sales is can be calculated by the dividing the closing fund and the supporting of the investment which has been sold. So the total profit we will get is the profit or loss. It is the formula for using the closing fund and the investment. The next we have seen about the asset purchase in the middle year. What can be we can do in the asset purchase of the middle of the year? In the sinking fund, the factors of the increasing the 6 percentage. The cost of the machine is the 1,20,000. The life of the machine is the 4 years. We can able to take the sinking fund in the middle of the year. It can be calculated as a 6 percentage with the month when it was purchases. The middle of the month we have purchased in the January to June. We can be calculated as a 6 month by the 12-month calculations. In that way, the percentages differ from the year to year by using of their product in the which month it can be have purchase and which the month is can be going to be a sales. The process it can be taking in the sinking fund methods. The next, the interest of the investment, the sinking fund, how it was helping in the investment. Yes, it is really helpful for the business of the sinking fund. It can be a interest of the investment. First, we are investing a some amount in the year bank, we can say the monthly we can get an interest. The same process it can be handled in the sinking fund. We can gain a interest rate in a particular amount. It can be interested by this. This is the sinking fund. It is a useful for the business life persons. Thank you for listening the sinking fund in a depreciation.